Hey nerds, Alex here from Nerds Being Geeks, and I wanted to start this new series on how to shut down those big basic Pokemon in the GLC format. They have really taken over the format to the point where most decks aren't even evolving anymore, at least nothing past a stage 1. So the main focus of this series are going to be cards like Okidogi that can hit for 170 damage and get an extra 100 HP if it has a darkness energy attached to it. Cards like Iron Boulder for 2 energy, and if you're able to match hand sizes with your opponent, can hit 170 damage. And with cards like Dimension Valley and cards like Judge and Marnie and Iono, it is incredibly easy to match hand sizes, and you can hit for 170 with that Dimension Valley, turn 1 going second. And I also put Snorlax on here. Colorless has fallen off quite a bit, especially with fighting taking one of the top spots in the format. But both Hops and the regular Snorlax are still heavy hitters. So we're going to have a few obvious ones that are played quite a bit within the format in this first video. But as we go deeper and deeper into this series, we'll probably get to some more obscure cards. First up is Hex Maniac. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, each Pokemon in play in each player's hand and in each player's discard pile has no abilities. This includes cards that come into play on that turn. It's a very popular supporter, and it can shut off your opponent's Okidogi. So even if they have a darkness attached, their HP goes from 230 back down to 130. So if it already has 130 or higher damage on it, it instantly gets knocked out. And also slows down that Lunatone with the Lunar Cycle ability, where they discard a fighting energy from their hand and draw 3 cards. Hex works in a bunch of decks against a bunch of very strong Pokemon, but I just wanted to showcase these 2 fighting Pokemon because fighting has jumped up to the ranks. It is a top 3 deck, and it's probably one you're going to be seeing the most of. At least I do. Alright, so one card that doesn't get talked about a lot is this Ice-Q, 120 HP. And we're looking at the block face attack. 3 energy, 1 water, 2 colorless, 70 damage. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. It says right there in the effect, it can shut down a lot of these big basic decks. I mean, Okidogi, Iron Boulder, the Turbo Blaze Dragon deck that only plays like 6 or 7 Pokemon. They're all basic. The one way to get around this is gusting, so that is always something to worry about. However, you just gotta hope they don't have it. And if they don't have it, you can keep spamming this attack, hopefully get some knockouts and slow them down. Next up is one that has fallen off. You don't see it too much anymore, but is still pretty strong. And it's Galarian Weezing with that neutralizing gas ability. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent's Pokemon in play has no abilities except for neutralizing gas. So just like Hex Maniac, it turns off all of your opponent's abilities. And that's nice because Snorlax Unfazed Fat prevents all effects of attacks. So you shut off that Unfazed Fat, you can start to poison that Snorlax with severe poison attack. But once again, you're looking to knock out that Dogi by reducing it by 100 damage and 100 HP. It's not going to affect cards like Iron Boulder because Iron Boulder doesn't have an ability, but a lot of these big basics do. So we just did 4 cards today in this video. This is going to be a pretty big series because the more I'm digging into it, the more cards I'm finding. I've already did the slideshows for like parts all the way up to like 6 and 7. So if you were expecting a card here, there's a good chance it is in those other 6 videos. So be patient with me. Toss something in the comments if you think it's pretty obscure. Maybe I picked it up, maybe I didn't know about it, but there's a good chance it's in one of those other videos. All right, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.